Welcome everyone to another episode of Y&T and Friends Vinyl Talk. I'm your host Brian Foster, and today is definitely going to be on the friend side of Y&T, as we are going to talk a little Metallica. And I couldn't think of anyone better to have on today to talk a little Metallica than Mr. Brett Siples. Brett, welcome back. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Awesome. Before we get started here and let everybody know what we're going to talk about today, why don't you give us an update on the store? How's the record store going these days?
Record store is going great. Like we were just talking, January was my second greatest month ever. I get more and more people, finding the store. I'm pretty much the only game in town, so that helps.
Sure.
Uh, but it's been crazy. I've been having my dad work a day here so I can try and get caught up, and that's still not. I mean, it helps, but not that much. So yeah, it's crazy. Record store day is coming up, and before I know it, it'll be Black Friday again, and yeah, a lot of stuff coming in. I'm pretty much buying stuff in almost every day.
That's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, CDs are making a big comeback. Cassettes are selling. Equipment is selling. It's nuts.
Uh, I'll have links at the bottom here for Brett's socials in there, so you can definitely
Thank you.
check out what he's got at the store there. He posts on a daily basis, keeps us all updated on what he's got there. So
Yeah, and I've got my old bass player started a social media company, so he's like, if you saw the video of me doing the store tour and the pick of the
yes,
week, like he's the
yes,
one editing all that stuff. So there'll be more of
awesome.
that to come. I'm really sorry about the sun like right in my face.
That time of day.
Yeah.
No worries. All right, so like I said, we're gonna talk a little Metallica, and we are actually going to. I should, since it's mostly a vinyl channel, we'll show vinyl here, but we're gonna talk about S&M one and two
Oh
today.
yeah.
So, um, I guess first off, what were your thoughts back in the day when you found out like Metallica was gonna do this with a symphony orchestra?
Well, so I don't. I was that happened in '99, right?
Yeah, 99.
Yeah. So I was like 11 in '99.
No, you don't. Okay, that's
Yeah,
right. I
I don't.
forget how young you are.
Yeah, I I was listening to Metallica then, but probably very early. Um, and then I don't know. I think I saw the DVD or something and just got it and then was hooked. And I just thought it was like the coolest thing ever. I mean, I wore this DVD out.
Yeah, that's one right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Making my my girlfriend at the time, watch this constantly with me. So yeah, I thought it was really cool, interesting thing to do. They did it really well. Um, yeah, and then Kiss did it a few years later, so that was fun.
Yeah, obviously, I mean they're not, the only ones, not the first, and haven't been the last, definitely to do it. I think there are some that have definitely worked better than others
Yeah,
with the
sure.
symphony, and I think Metallica is one of those. I think it just lends itself, to that orchestra, um, backup. I think a lot of rock music does anyway, if you kind of strip it down.
Yeah. Um, yeah, you wouldn't think that metal would go well with classical, but there's a lot of people that say that the early classical stuff like Beethoven and all that was like technically metal at the time. So
Yeah, we can kind of, they did a little section on S&M too that we'll get into here in a little bit that that kind of makes you think that way too. Um, so on this, they kick it off with kind of the ecstasy of gold, which is kind of the theme from the good, bad, and the ugly. Um, Maybe you know for sure, and I'm kind of like because that has kind of like stayed with Metallica and kind of associated themselves that composition. Was that something they did before that, or do you think was it at the S&M and then from there on?
No, I think they started that. I think they were doing that on the Justice tour.
Were they?
I'm pretty sure. If it wasn't Justice, it was the Black Album tour. But it's been a thing for a long time. I'd have to go back and look, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
such a cool intro. And now when I hear that, it's like I've seen Metallica enough to where I'm like, this is where they would be, walking to the stage and it gets you pumped, and yeah, it's really cool.
yeah, no, absolutely. And, it's like probably for most of us, I mean the good, bad, and the ugly was I can't remember what year that came out. Early '70s, I believe.
Yeah, it was
So
really good.
you have to be a big Clint Eastwood fan, I think, at this point to go back and watch that. So it's
Right.
probably more associated with Metallica than anything these days.
Yeah, totally.
So what? Just on this first one here, this obviously this goes. This was after Reload um, came out. So um,
And Garage Inc. too, right?
yeah, and Garage Inc. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
Garage Inc. So you had from there, from obviously the debut Kill 'Em All to there to pick from. So what were some kind of the tracks that you like most on this first one?
Uh, well, I love Call of Cthulhu. I mean, Ride the Lightning is my favorite record. And just like the ending of that song is just so incredible for me. But I felt like the S&M one version is like the best in my opinion.
Yeah.
Um, Other than that, No Leaf Clover is cool. I actually really love Minus Human. That's like one of my favorite Metallica songs ever. And yeah, they didn't play it at S&M too, and I was
Wow.
really disappointed. I was like, oh, that's a shoe in, like you got to do that. But I don't know. James must not like that song or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because they did the math. I think about half of the songs from this first one showed up on S&M too. So
Yeah. And then of course, Bleeding Me and Outlaw Torn. Those are Load is my second favorite record of theirs, and it's really like a very close second. Like it's probably tied for first, but you can't really say that, I don't think. But got supposed to at
I
least.
think you just did.
Yeah.
No, I'm a huge fan of Load too, and for me, a song like Until It Sleeps, I think just lended itself well to
Yeah.
the symphony too. I mean, that's just one of my favorite songs off of there. Um, one that they didn't do at S&M too was but they did this one was Battery also
Yeah. Yeah, that was
finishing
cool.
off with there, which which I thought went really well with that. But yeah, I think the Call of Cthulhu. I'm not a big instrumental guy on there, but
Yeah.
there's another one on S&M too that we'll talk about here too. But because that's a Cliff composition, isn't it? Call
I
of
think so, yeah. What a
Yeah.
genius that guy was.
Yeah, and he did the other one that's on S&M too, also that was really cool, which we'll talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one thing I didn't realize too. I mean, I know the conductor Michael Kamen was obviously pretty famous. They did a lot of movie scores and that, but that the version of Call of Cthulhu actually won a Grammy for him.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, I had no
Yeah,
idea. That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I've done my homework.
Yeah, no, I just found that out. I didn't realize that either. So which is I think is just really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's an amazing version.
Yeah, they I mean you got, pretty much, a greatest hits on here. Um a lot of the stuff obviously from the Black album and Load on there too. With their um
Yeah. I thought Devil's Dance was really great on S&M as well.
yeah, that was
You
that
know,
was
it's
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's that's a slow, like groovy, song, so it makes a lot of sense with the symphony.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, so yeah, it's hard to believe this was 1999, so what, 26 years ago?
Yeah,
27 years ago?
that's pretty crazy. I'm getting
So
old.
they waited what, almost 20 years before doing it again, huh?
Uh, yeah, what was it? 20, was it 20?
2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I
So,
guess I guess I should have showed this for before we get into SM2, but the reissue here on their Blackened records.
yeah, so that's what I have too. I need to get an original copy. I just haven't done it yet. Um, and this didn't get reissued with all the colored stuff.
No, just the
Yeah.
just that label there. 3 LP set. Sounds good though.
Yeah, it sounds great. And also, I think James's voice in like 98, 99 was at its peak, I think.
Yeah, so actually, I'm glad you brought that up because I did kind of want to talk about that. And um yeah, I think close to peak. And even after listening to S&M 2, it's like he's still, I mean,
Yeah,
sounds better to me than he did like in the 80s.
for sure. Yeah, I think he was like, actually singing rather than just kind of yelling into the mic.
Yeah,
Um,
and I think that's one of the reasons why it took me a while to get into Metallica. Because honestly, I mean, I heard a lot of that stuff growing up, during that time, and a lot of people, a lot of my friends that were listening to the same music kept coming. Now you gotta listen to Metallica. So, yeah, listen to a few songs. I'm like, nah, it's just kind of not my thing right now. And I think one, off of Injustice for All, kind of started it, and then then the Black Album came out, and it just sounded, and I think Bob Rock had a lot to do with that too, with the production on that album to kind of
yeah,
down there. And then over the years, just hearing some of those classic songs live, just to me sounded better than what I remember listening to on cassettes back in the day. So that just then that turned me back on to the earlier stuff.
yeah. I've got another friend who never really got into Metallica, and he said the reasoning was because of the production, on the earlier stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the Black Album sounds huge. Load and Reload sound amazing. Garage Inc. sounds really good too. Obviously this was done really well. Um, and and then it fell off again. I'm not really
Yeah.
sure. I'm not really sure what happened. I mean, Staying Anger, they made bad choices with stuff, but sonically, it is what it is. But Death Magnetic is crazy loud and distorted, and then I don't know. Hardwired sounds pretty good.
I love Hardwired. I
It's
love
definitely
Hardwired.
yeah. It's very catchy. I like it a lot better than I do 72 Seasons.
Yes, absolutely.
I can't.
Absolutely.
I've been trying to figure out why I don't really care for that record all that much. I mean, there's certain songs like 72 Seasons is fine. Lux
Yep.
Eterna's badass.
Yep.
I like Inamorata just because it sounds kind of Load-esque. Um, but it just the guitars don't. I don't like the tone that they have. I don't like the tone of the drums. They're just. I don't know. I think they need a Bob Rock again to get it back on track. But anyway,
Fact,
yeah, was peak.
Yep. So I have not actually opened this thing yet. I need
Oh,
to
well,
I need to
so
do that.
I have the box set.
Very nice.
Yeah, and then I think I have some extra stuff in here. So yeah, DVD.
Yeah, that right there.
This
It's
is
killer.
DVD that came with the box set. Um, I I also have like a thick CD of this, I believe, but I don't have it with me. Um, and so I went to S&M 2, night
Right.
two.
Yep.
I put in, it was like a ticket lottery. You had to enter to win the chance to be able to buy a ticket. And I didn't get it the first night. I was like, well, whatever. And then they announced the second show, and then I ended up getting that. So got this shirt there,
Very nice.
San
Yep.
Francisco. Um, here is bandana from the show.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Very nice.
Um, yeah, that did not come with the box set. Um, I don't remember where I got this. This is a record store day thing, but this is S&M 2.
Okay, yeah, the release. Yep.
Yeah,
Cool.
would have been from, yeah, some record store, probably Karma in Indy before I opened. There is a pick set that I haven't opened in this box set.
Yeah.
And I believe I got this at the show too. This is just a patch.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
Yeah. Um, this has got a big giant poster that is,
Yeah, I
not,
love the logo, how they exploded cello or
yeah,
violin, if you will. Yeah, with the Metallica logo. It's really cool.
yeah, super cool. Um, there's a book with a cool foil cover.
Nice.
Yeah, what's up? Cool pictures. And yeah, a big, thick.
Yeah, so that looks like what I've got.
Yeah,
Is it
uh,
colored vinyl?
I believe so. Yeah, so half and
There you
half.
go. There you go.
Yeah, I think they're all the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was super cool. I think that was the first time the Chase Center was used. Oh, okay. So here's the other disc,
Oh
which
yeah, a
is
little different. Okay.
yeah, half and half, but splatter. Um, yeah, I think it was the first time the Chase Center was used for anything. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they just opened that. That's right.
Yeah. Um, I was in the nosebleeds for that, but
You
I
were
was
there.
yeah, which is all that mattered to me.
Yep.
You know, if you would have told yeah, freshman in high school me that I'd be going to an S&M, like wouldn't have
Sign
ever.
you up, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but yeah, pretty amazing to say that I was there. That was also my first time in San Francisco. Um,
Yeah, it's a nice city.
yeah, I think yeah, I went to S&M too, and then I went to Denver to see Kiss like a couple days later.
Oh, and that's where we first met or first saw each other, I guess.
Oh yeah, nice, crazy.
Yep. Yeah, it's hard to believe that was 7 years ago.
Yeah, time
Yeah,
is
that's right.
time
That's right. I
flies.
totally forgot that was that trip
Yeah,
because you went
not.
to, yeah, you were there for a wedding, weren't you? Like
Um,
that, or
well, so I was there visiting my fiance's sister.
oh, okay,
Yeah, I think we just kind of made a trip. We took her um to see Kiss for the first time, and uh yeah, I think that's what it was.
gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, well, back to this S&M 2 here. Again, they started out first same two songs as S&M 1, Ecstasy of Gold and The Call of Cthulhu. Um, this go around, right? They have Saint Anger, Death Magnetic, and then
Yeah.
Hardwired to pull from. So Confusion from Hardwired, Moth into the Flame, which is really cool.
Yeah, I love that.
And then my favorite song from Hardwired, and honestly probably a top five Metallica song for me, and that's Halo on Fire. I think that thing just kills in this with the orchestra.
It does. Yeah, I mean it kills live in general, but
Yeah.
really good on this. That's such a great catchy song, which I think is what Hardwired has better than
Yes.
72 Seasons. It's
Yes.
like catchy, more upbeat, you know.
Yep. No, absolutely. And then kind of a cool part, I think, and I didn't really realize is um, they let the orchestra kind of play something on their own, which the conductor kind of explained, which back it was like 900 BC or something like this was from, and uh,
Yeah.
the people wore metallic objects on them and were big into tattoos and how
Yeah.
it all kind of ties in on there. So you can definitely, it was a little heavy for orchestra piece and like that, which really kind of tied in.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that was cool. I remember that happening and uh it was totally different, and I didn't expect that when I was there, so.
And then Metallica comes back, right? And then they lend their sound to the orchestra as well on another piece. What was it called? The Iron Foundry, as I believe what they yeah Iron Foundry. So I thought that was kind of cool too. They kind of turned the tables a little bit and
Yeah.
let them join the orchestra on one of their pieces.
Yeah, I need to go back and watch that. It's been a minute, so. But yeah, super cool. And I love James doing the Unforgiven 3.
Yeah, that I've never seen him do that just on his own. No guitar in his hands. It was weird looking.
It was, yeah. You could tell that he was, kind of, I don't know, nervous about it. He doesn't have a guitar. He's not like James. He's just standing there singing, and there's like nothing else. No
Yeah.
guitar or drums to hide behind. So,
Yep. And then All Within My Hands from uh was that Saint Anger or was that Death
yeah,
Magnetic?
Saint
Saint
Anger.
Anger.
Yeah,
Yeah. I can
yeah.
tell you what, the version on here is much better.
Yeah, it's definitely different. And it took me a minute to realize what it was when I was there. And then when I figured it out, I was like, oh, well, that's crazy.
Yeah, I definitely prefer it on here as opposed to on that album. Was not a huge fan of that album.
See,
Um,
I like that album, but I know that I'm in the minority.
yeah. And then one of the kind of really cool highlights was um, the guy they pulled up on stage there, and it um, interesting looking cello type instrument
Oh
bass
yeah.
that he was playing for Pulling Teeth.
Yeah, man, that
Another,
guy just tore it up.
yeah, what a tribute to Cliff. I mean, geez.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm so glad they did that. And I remember the crowd being like crazy over that.
Well, you
So,
could tell like when he was like running his fingers up down there, for those bass lines, the crowd really all of a sudden responded. Like they were like, "Wow, holy!" when they really truly recognized it.
yeah. Yeah.
Then
Oh,
Lars kind
so
of jumps in at the end there too on drums to kind of finish it up. But I thought that was really cool. I mean, to take that instrument and do that, it goes to show you how close it really is.
Yeah, and how versatile and well written that stuff is too.
Right. That's the thing. Yes.
I don't think you're doing that with Slayer or Anthrax.
Probably not.
Watch all the hate come
Yeah.
pouring in.
Right. It's all right. You know what? I mean, I don't even think I own an Anthrax or Slayer CD album at all.
I don't either, and I most likely never will. So
Yeah. Um, yeah, then they run through, a gauntlet of the hits, wherever I may roam, one, Master of Puppets, Nothing Else Matters, and then end with Enter Sandman. So let me ask you this: is Enter Sandman their Kisses Rock and Roll All Night now? Is that
yeah,
the
I
song?
yeah, I think so. Um, and then you know they've been doing the 2 day thing. So one night usually ends with that, and then the other one ends with Seek and Destroy,
Yeah.
which I prefer Seek and Destroy, but um, yeah, I think they have to play that. That's the song that really put them on the map and
Yeah.
exploded their entire career. So
Yep, absolutely. It's always funny how those that one song will do that and then you just can't get away from it.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
that it's a bad song. I love the song. Don't get me
Oh, for
wrong.
sure. But yeah, I mean, I would take other Metallica songs over that, but that's how fans are. So
Yep, absolutely. Gotta play what people want, right?
absolutely. And
Yep.
it's still really good.
Oh, it is. It is. Absolutely.
Like when we go see Kiss, and you hear rock and roll all night, like it's amazing. It's a party, and you're there in the moment, and it's
Yeah,
awesome.
especially live. Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's like when you hear some of these songs on the radio, something comes on and you go, oh, of course they're playing rock and roll night, or of course they're playing Enter Sandman.
yeah, of course. But like when you're there, it's
Yeah,
totally different.
totally different. Um, all right, so I kind of went through what they did play. So what uh, what would
Oh
you
yeah,
have liked to have heard while you were there?
yeah. Well, I really wanted to hear Minus Human. I figured with S&M 2 that was going to be a shoe in, uh, and they didn't play it. It's like, come on, I don't know, maybe that's the only time they've ever played that song.
Yeah, could
I don't
be.
know if I'd have to look, but if they've played it other than that, it can't be that much.
Yeah,
So I don't know if James just doesn't like that song or what, or Lars doesn't like it or whatever, but uh, I think that song is super heavy and just really badass. So I wish they would have played that. I think Fixer would have been really good with the symphony. I mean, I did get to hear it in 21 for the 40th anniversary shows, but which was great. But I think that would have been pretty awesome. I'm always down for anything load or reload. You
yeah,
know.
yeah. I was a little surprised. Neither the first or the second one that Fade to Black didn't show up.
It is really interesting, and I don't know that I've ever thought about that, but yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I thought
Um,
that would go over real well.
yeah, and they didn't do. Did they do Orion on either of those?
No, uh-uh. I mean, obviously, you can't do everything, but
Well, yeah, and I get it, and it's the same old thing. You got to play Enter Sandman and One and Master and all that shit. So
yeah, especially the stuff from the Black album. I mean,
yeah,
that's kind of a must. So totally get that. Um, yeah, I thought looking at the stage, it kind of reminds me of the this last tour a little bit too. The
yeah.
lighting effect of it, the rounds. When was the first time they did the round stage, and is that the only stage they've used since?
No. I think they started doing. Well, actually, they started doing the in the round stuff on the in like the Load tour. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Um, and then, yeah, I mean, with the exception of like festivals and stuff, I
Right.
think they've pretty
Right.
much always done it like that. Which it's fine. I get why they do it. Um, but really, I would love to just see them in a normal arena, like with a normal stage. I don't think it'll ever happen, because they can
Doesn't
fill.
seem like it now. I think they're kind of married to that thing now.
Yeah, yeah, it is cool, but it's kind of hard to see sometimes. And this last tour with the giant like water towers or
Yeah.
whatever they were.
Right.
Um, you know, I get it. It's cool. If you're up in the stands, like in the higher seats, it makes a lot of sense. But for people down low, like in the middle, it doesn't. It's not that great. But
Well, I can say this. I bet the next time that I see Metallica, it won't be a round stage
why is that?
because it'll be at the Sphere.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I am fully planning on going if that's just going to happen. So I will see you there.
Yes, we definitely need to coordinate that trip because that's going to be one hell
Absolutely.
of a show there. I've heard a lot of great things about it. Haven't had a chance to see a band there yet, so
Yeah, when we were in Vegas, I was contemplating going to see The Wizard of Oz,
mhm.
and everybody said it was great, but it was expensive. And I'm like, yeah, I got other stuff I can do. So I didn't go, but yeah, Metallica being there will be pretty crazy.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough ticket, an expensive ticket, but
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they just do like, I don't know, 5 days or something. And
I'm sure they will. I'm sure it'll be I don't know, it'll be an Eagles long residency at the Sphere, but
yeah,
I'm sure it'll be at least a 3 month kind of deal. So
yeah, that'll be great. Yeah, I've got to go to at least one show, maybe more
yeah,
if I can. So
no,
uh,
yeah. So I figured that would be the next time that I get to see Metallica. So
yeah, probably so. I like the 2 day thing, but I would love to just, like I said, have a regular arena tour and just do it that
yeah,
way.
yeah. The 2 days good. I mean, just because of the no repeat thing.
Yeah,
You get the um, you know, yeah,
helps out
see,
with not hearing just the greatest hits set.
exactly. They can put in other songs and stuff that you wouldn't normally hear. So
Yeah,
that was good. Yeah, definitely enjoyed that when I saw that, and that's been almost 3 years now since I saw them. So
yeah, I saw them in Chicago the last time at
yeah,
Soldier Field.
mine was it was 23, I think. I guess yeah,
Yeah, that
23
sounds right. Yeah,
September. Yeah, something
and
like
I
September
saw them the
23.
year before in St. Louis. So
Yeah, so
yeah,
all right. Anything else on S&M here before we wrap it up?
I think that's it, man. Like I said, I love James's vocals in that era, and I love
Amazing. Yep.
yeah, and I love his look in '99. His hair was growing out longer again, um, and he just I don't know, man. He's just like peak badass James Hetfield.
Now, two definitely great sounding albums, great visual shows,
Yeah, but
anytime
which do you
orchestra.
prefer more?
Um, Actually, I don't know, it might be recency bias right now, but I kind of like two.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I I still prefer one, and I don't know if that's just because that's like the era of Metallica that I kind of started with and
yeah,
really you know dove into them, and like I watched S&M one numerous times over and over and over.
Yeah,
Um,
I think the the songs from Hardwire kind of help with
yeah,
the two because I really I did see that tour also, and I
yeah,
just when I got that album I was like, okay, this is Metallica that I like.
right,
So
yeah,
having those songs on there were helpful on it, and I think to your point, I played the hell out of S&M one back in you know 20 years ago, so.
yeah,
Um, I think it's more of a recency bias at this point, but yeah,
yeah,
if I was going to grab one, I'd grab two right now. But one is still very, very good. So,
yeah, totally. Yeah, I'm the exact opposite,
all
but
right.
still love two. And awesome to say that I was there.
No,
That's one.
absolutely. Yeah,
That's
no,
like
that's
one of
that's the
those.
really cool point.
Yeah, that's one of those trump cards that I have when people are like, "Oh, I'm a big Metallica fan." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I was at S&M too,"
Yep,
and everybody freaks out.
absolutely. So, all right. The band's still going, or that on?
Yeah, Fractured Mirror is I'm pretty much all but done, I think. We played a show, I don't know, last year or something, maybe the year before. I don't even remember now. Um, we had to get a fill-in bass player. The singer, uh, I don't know, he's got other things going on.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, the guy that filled in on bass wants to get together and do stuff. I'm still, you know, in good contact with the guitar player Dustin. So who knows? I'd like to be playing more. The plan for this year was to do more stuff with Two Pump in Louisville, and then our guitar player has a tumor on his thyroid or something, so he's
Uh-oh.
got that taken care of. And then the guy that was playing bass messed up his hand, so now he has to go back to guitar, and it's so messed up, man.
Always something.
Yeah, which is fine. Like I want to be playing. We went to see a local band last night, and they were great, and it kind of made me like sad because I'm like, oh, I really wish I was playing. So
All right.
yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we'll get something going. Um, yeah, other than that, man, it's really just the store. It keeps
Cool.
me super busy.
Well, definitely click on the links below. Check out Brett's socials there in the store. It's I got to see it right before it opened,
Yeah,
but
man, you got to get back out here.
yeah, definitely. Maybe this summer we'll make a trip out there.
You need
Check that out.
Alice Cooper is going to be
Yeah,
here on the 19th of April, which is the day after Record Store Day.
yeah. I'm in Vegas for Cheap Trick 2 nights, the 17th and 18th of
Ah,
April.
well, so another thing, did you see April 11th and 12th? They're going to do an Indie Kiss Expo.
I did not.
Yeah, I kind of skimmed over the posts that Keith made yesterday, and then I finally like looked at it today, and then like at the bottom of this mile long post, it said to save those dates. So thank
Of
God.
course, it's yeah. Of course, it's going to be a time where I'm probably not going to be able to make it.
Yeah, it's also Easter,
Oh, it
which
is. Yeah.
yeah, it's important for a lot of people. And normally they do it like over Mother's Day, which also pisses a lot of people off. Um,
May
but
I
I'm
could
just very
May I could
thankful.
make work.
Yeah, yeah, I'm just very thankful it's not over Record Store Day and the Alice
Oh
Cooper.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But
Yeah. But
yeah, man, I'm
we'll
sure
we'll
there'll be other stuff. So
we'll figure it out. I'll get out there here soon.
yeah, I need to come out to you and take a vacation.
Yeah, that would be awesome, dude.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely. Love to see you out here. All right. Well, again, if you haven't listened to these lately, check out S&M 1 and 2.
Do it.
Awesome shows. All right, Brett, thanks for coming back on the show. Appreciate it. All
Thanks for
right.
having me.
We'll see you guys. Take care.